and welcome back to All the Foods, the show where we where we eat all the foods in the UK. Today we are making Goosnargh cakes. We're back in our house, we're not in Morecambe anymore. It's Father's Day upon the time that we're recording this, so in the comments say Happy Father's Day, even though it might not be Father's Day, please. Thank you.
So, what's the history of Goosnargh cakes? Well, in terms of written history, it only goes back as far as 1888, when a local historian said that Goosnargh had worldwide fame for making these cakes, and every Whitsun they disposed of about 40,000 of them. Now, possibly he was exaggerating slightly there, but it does indicate that, you know, the cake is of some antiquity and it has some connection with religious festivals. And we were thinking of going there and doing a video in situ, a bit like the Morecambe Bay shrimp one. And we'll throw some little pictures of Goosnargh in here to compensate, because I couldn't find any confirmation that there was any outlet in Goosnargh that sold them. So the recipe didn't look too difficult, so we decided to make these at home. Okay, so what ingredients do we need? Well, we need 175 grams of plain flour, 75 grams of caster sugar split into 50 grams to put in the initial mix, and 25 grams for sprinkling later, 110 grams of soft unsalted butter. We took it out of the fridge a couple of hours ago to make sure it was a bit softer. And then the secret ingredient, you need 1.5 teaspoonfuls of caraway seeds. And we've got our secret helper today again, because she doesn't trust us to use the blender properly.
Thank you, Mum.
Right, our starting point is to cream the butter and sugar together until fluffy. And that's where the blender comes in.
By the way, if you can't tell, we are preparing to put it into the blender. And once we've got an extra little bit of silence to fill in, we have a radio show now on 96.5 Bolton FM. It's called Sound of the Synth. We are on midnight on Sunday. It's 1 AM on Sunday as well. So check it out.
Yeah, there's a second glass. So now we've got the flour going into the mix. Now we need a teaspoonful of caraway seeds. Just
pinch of salt.
Yeah, pinch of salt. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty. And now we bring it together as a dough with hands after the spoon, and then no liquids. Right, as you can see, we've got a nice lump of dough brought together by hand, and we've now got it on a sheet of greaseproof paper, and we're about to roll it out to a thickness of about 5mm or half a centimetre.
Can be brutal with it all.
Yeah.
That's what first we don't succeed. Excellent. As you can see, we've made rounds in the dough mix, and they will now go onto a baking tray. If it's not non-stick like this one, then you will need to grease it a bit, but my secret helper has great faith that it doesn't need grease. Okay, so as you can see, we've managed to get 16 little cakes out of that mix. Probably there was enough to make another couple, but I haven't really got a big enough tray for that. So the next stage is to sprinkle half a teaspoonful more of caraway seeds across the top, patting them in lightly, and then use most of the rest of the sugar for as well, for the same purpose. Yeah. Okay. And when we've done that, and that's probably enough one, they then need to be chilled for at least an hour until firm, which will be fun as our fridge is quite full, so we're going to have to do some shuffling around. Right, well, an hour has now passed. We've taken them out of the fridge and they feel very firm, so now they can go into the oven. Our oven is a bit temperamental. The recommendation is 160 for a fan oven for 15 to 20 minutes, but basically the instruction is cook until they're golden brown. Right, now these are nicely golden. Perhaps the two of at the end a little bit more than that. But anyway, now you should just leave them to cool for about 10 minutes before transferring them onto a wire rack. Right, we're now at the taste test stage. So, Simon, what do you think of Goosnargh cakes? Well, I think he's enjoying it better than tripe.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Okay. So,
Well, I don't really know what the seeds are doing. Sugar, quite literally. Yeah, for the seeds, I just don't really see what they're adding to the flavour, but aside from that, yeah, they're very nice. Now,
yeah, I can't say that I can really taste the seeds much. Perhaps we've over-sugared them and that's sort of masking it a bit, but certainly very nice and crunchy.
well done, Mum. Right, well, I would love to thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and I'm very sorry that I didn't give a funny reaction, but they were a success. You should be celebrating that. Yeah, bye.
We did, just to add to our previous comments, when we brushed the sugar off a bit, then the taste of the caraway flavouring did come through a bit. It's almost a bit like mint, really. But yeah, okay, a success for us.